Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video that I have planned to do for quite a while now, and if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram then you would know that last Friday I graduated high school. And it's still kind of so surreal to me, and it hasn't really hit me yet that I've actually graduated high school and I never have to go back and take another class at high school ever again. I never have to go back to high school besides my HSC exams that I have in October. Other than that, I never have to go back to school again, and I've graduated, and I keep saying that to myself in my head over and over again, and I don't know, it's weird, but I just still kind of, like, it hasn't really hit me yet. And I always get a ton of questions on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, asking questions about high school and, you know, tips for school, like how to handle your social life and school and get good grades, and how to deal with boys and how to deal with mean girls, and I just get a whole bunch of questions like that all the time. So I thought that I would kind of answer them all in one video by kind of doing my high school experience and explaining to you guys roughly my time at high school from year 7 all the way up to year 12. So year 7, I started year 7. I was a very extremely shy little person. I had a few close friends. I had my best friend that I was best friends with in primary school. I was still friends with her because we went to the same high school. And I hung out with a few other people, but it was pretty much just me and her. And then there were a few other girls from my primary school that I went to high school with that I also hung out with, and then we met up with other girls that came to that same high school, and we kind of formed like a little girl group, I guess you could call it. We were really close from year 7 to year, I'm gonna say maybe year 9, and like I was like the girliest girl all through high school. I still am obsessed with fashion and makeup and singing and performing, and I was just a really girly girl, and all those other girls were pretty much the same. They were really into fashion and makeup, and I feel like that's part of the reason why we clicked so much and why we were such good friends, and we got along so well, and we were really close, and we'd have sleepovers all the time, and I was doing completely fine in high school. There wasn't that much bullying or anything, other than a few mean comments I'll get every now and then, which I still get now, about the colour of my skin. Well, it's not that pale now because I fake tan last night, but in year 7 obviously I wasn't fake tanning because I wasn't really allowed to. Mum didn't think that I needed it, but obviously, if you guys don't know, and this will be a whole another video because that's a whole nother topic, but I actually have a red blood disorder which stops me going out in the sun. It's called erythropoietic protoporphyria, and if you guys want another video on that, let me know down in the comments and I'll do a whole nother video on that because that's just a whole nother topic. But because of that, because I can't go out in the sun and I can't tan naturally, my skin was really pale and I was really white, and I would get comments all the time calling me, you know, Casper the Ghost, and people would say, oh, do you want some sunscreen, and just like stupid little comments like that. And they did kind of hurt me a little bit, but I didn't let it get to me because, you know, it's just stupid comments from stupid people that are irrelevant, and those people don't even remember their names anymore because they don't think they even graduated high school. So that just goes to show that the people that bully you when you're young are irrelevant, and you're just going to rise above them, so it doesn't matter anyway. But so from year 9, I guess, I wasn't the best student, and the girls that I was hanging around with started doing things that I didn't really want to do, but I was kind of following in their footsteps anyway, and I wasn't the nicest person and I wasn't doing the nicest things for a few months, and then I decided that I didn't want to hang out with those girls anymore and I wanted to become a better person. But pretty much in year 9 I started to drift away from that group of girls that I was hanging out with, and I'm kind of glad that I did, because I don't want to say like really horrible things, but they started like going to parties and drinking and, you know, going out with boys and stuff like that, and I wasn't really into that stuff at such a young age, so I started hanging out with another group of girls, and then I found my best friend that I have now, and I love her so much, Danny. And I can't even remember how I met her, but freaking I'm glad I did. Like, I drifted away from that group of girls and I started hanging out with another group, and this group had a bunch of girls and a bunch of guys in it, and those are the people that I graduated high school with. People that I ended up graduating with, I stayed with that same group of friends. So I had that group of girls, and then I moved to this other group and I started hanging out with them, and in year 10 is when I kind of transitioned to the new group. And in year 10 I was going through a really hard time, a lot of things, like so many things were just going on. I hated school. I hated school so much, and I wasn't going as much as I would. I was having at least 3, maybe 2 days off a week, so I was missing a lot of school because I just didn't want to go, and I hated it. And in year 10, like when year 10 came to an end, I was like going into my senior years, and I was just begging Mum, please don't make me go back, please don't make me go back. I wanted to do online school, I wanted to be homeschooled, and I just didn't want to go back. I really hated it, and I just had such a negative, but my mum encouraged me to go into year 11 and finish school, and I'm so glad she did, because in year 10 I honestly, like looking back, I was so close to leaving, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because I can say that I graduated high school. So yeah, year 10 wasn't the best year for me, and then year 11 I finally like kicked myself in the butt and was like, come on, you have 2 years left, you can do this, you can do this. And I did. I studied really hard, I got good grades and everything, and I was getting along really well with all of my friends and everything was going good. And then year 12 came around and I had 1 year of school left. Absolutely insane. I still can't believe how fast it has gone. And I still, like I said in the beginning of the video, I just keep saying in my head, I've graduated high school. I've actually graduated high school. Can't believe it. But, so yeah, then year 12 came and I've studied really, really hard. I did really good in my trial exams and I studied really hard. And I am currently studying for the HSC, which I have next month, which I'm kind of shitting myself about, but I'm trying to stay calm about it at the same time. But yeah, that, you know, I don't know how interesting this video is going to be, just because those of you who are in high school, or if you are starting high school, I just want to say that if you do get picked on and if you do get bullied, seriously, just disregard it, get rid of all of the negativity. And I know it's hard, I know it is so hard to ignore those people who are saying such horrible things about you, and I know that at that moment it seems like the biggest thing in the world, but next year, once like you graduate, you're going to be so much better than those people. Those people who are bullying you probably aren't even going to graduate high school, because, you know, they're probably not as smart as you. Chances are they're picking on you because you are smarter than them and they're jealous of you. Those people that are saying those rude things, just completely disregard them. Talk to somebody about it, talk to a teacher, talk to a parent. Hey, you can even message me on Twitter, message me on Instagram. If you can, like any social media, message me and tell me what's happening, ask me for advice, and I will help you out, because I really want to do that. And a question that I had recently got on Twitter was, how do I balance my social life and getting good grades? My suggestion for that would be, like, still go out with friends and have fun with friends, but just don't do it every single day of the week. Obviously, you need to set aside a few hours a day or a few hours a week to study and do your assignments. It's all just about time management, managing your time efficiently, making sure that you have everything done by a certain point. A little tip for getting your assignments done early, which I did a lot in year 12 and it really helped me, was when you get your assignment, if you have like a little diary or anything that you write down when it's due, write down that it's due a couple of days before it's actually due. So if it's due on like the 24th or something, write down that it's due on the 20th, so that way you think you have less time to do it and you're not staying up the night before finishing it, because then you have 4 extra days. For studying and everything, like right now I'm studying for my HSC and I still want to get a good ATAR and good marks and everything, but I don't need an ATAR to get into uni because I'm not going to uni next year. I'm going to a private college and I don't need an ATAR for that, but I still want to get a good mark. I don't want to just waste it. So I am studying, but I'm not freaking out about it. And if you are going into year 12 next term, then the biggest tip I can tell you, and the biggest tip that I got from every single person that I spoke to when I went into year 12, was don't stress. And it's really hard not to stress when you just have all these assignments and all these tests to study for, but just don't stress because it's going to make it 10 times worse. Just stay calm, prioritize things, prioritize the subjects that you need to study, prioritize your assignments, get the most important things done first and then do the other things later. And just stay calm and study hard, and if you don't understand a subject, speak to a teacher, speak to somebody else in your class. You know, it's really, high school is important, but at the same time it's not the end of the world if you fail an exam, and it's not the end of the world if you don't get good marks on one of your assignments, and it's not the end of the world if, you know, someone's picking on you. Like, it's all gonna end eventually, and once you get into the real world, honestly, it's not gonna matter that much, because if you didn't get the ATAR that you want and you don't get into the uni course that you want, there are plenty of other pathways. You can go to TAFE for a year and then go, or you can work for a year and then you can go to uni as a mature age student. Like, it's not the end of the world if you don't, like, people put so much pressure on teenagers these days to get good grades, and to, you know, just they expect so much from teenagers, and it does put a lot of pressure on us, and we do get stressed out about it a lot. But you just need to, I don't know, just need to be calm, breathe, and everything will be okay. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys got something out of it. If you have any questions, comment them down below and I will answer them, because I love replying to comments for you guys. But I have noticed lately that there are a few people who comment that I can't actually reply to their comments, like there's no reply button. So if I don't reply to you, that's why, and I'm really sorry, but I will reply to everyone that I can reply to. As usual, I will have all of my social media links down in the description bar, and we are still super close to 5,000 subscribers. Let's keep going, and hopefully we can get there very soon. I love you guys so much, and if you have any problems at all, feel free to message me and I will help you out. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!